Just a quick one. I'm not being theoretical. I just want to ask, what do you consider your leadership style to be?
Do you want to give me some choices? Is it a multiple choice question? So I've come across a model of leadership in coaching recently. It's an assessment model called the LVI 360, the Leadership Versatility Index. And it's got 4 boxes or axes. So one is an axis which at one end you're a strategic leader, at the other end you're an operational leader. And the other end is, at one end you're a forceful leader, at the other end you're an enabling leader. So the forces at play here is, are you forceful or enabling? Or are you strategic or are you operational? And I want to use that model to answer your question. I think the strength of a leader is in their ability to be versatile across different styles, right? Because at times you are called upon to be really strategic. What's the future all about? At times things are not happening and you got to run to the shop floor and just make sure that things happen. At times you're supporting people, enabling them to do things. At times you're using a bit more of the stick to sort of say this must be done. I find this model descriptive of my style. I've tried to have a balance of this. I'm very much a consensus builder in my leadership style, as I said in one of those slides that I had up there. So I try to let everybody have their say, you know, and then we have the ultimate decision. But there are times when the house is burning and you're the leader and people are looking for direction and you just got to give it. And so if you ask those who have worked with me, I think they will tell you that they've found me as a leader that they can approach, they can work with, they can talk with, a kind of open door, but kind of focus in terms of results as well. And I don't know in your leadership classroom how you describe that kind of leader. So I will leave you to give me a description.
Thank you. Listening to your story, especially at KCB, there's a lot of strategy and risk involved. The Pan-African journey, you know, the restructuring, strategy and risk. As a leader, how do you get to balance the two? Do you listen to that inner gut that tells you it shall be well, or how do you really balance? How far strategically can you go at the expense of what are you risking?
Very good question there. Again, and so risk management is a key element of leadership, right? Kind of weighing the options and sort of saying, you know, do I go that way, do I go this way, is critical. I mean, the decisions that we made were very much driven by our strategy, by our vision, let me say. So somewhere along this line, around here, we sat down as a management team and sort of said, you know, who we are and what do we want to do, where do we want to go. We had a vision which must have come from these days up to kind of this point, which sort of said, it read something like, to be the best bank in the region. That was the vision of KCB for a long time, up to, I believe, 2008 or so. Then we started asking ourselves, so what does being the best mean? And what is the region? And we couldn't actually answer that question. Half of the people in the room were new, so they have not been part of the crafting of that vision. But we kind of say, we know where we are now, we probably, by that time, we're probably already in Kenya, Tanzania, South Sudan, and maybe Uganda. And therefore, sitting in that room, we kind of rephrased that vision or crafted it again. We sort of said, what do we really want to do? And the new vision, if I can remember it, I'll miss one or two words, but it says something like, to be the preferred financial solutions provider in Africa with global reach. So I still remember it 5 years after I left the institution, right? So, rather than being the best, what if they preferred? There were going to be others. Financial solutions, instead of being the best bank, because we could open ourselves to do insurance, to do mobile stuff, to do everything else. In Africa, because we hadn't defined the region, but now we're saying Africa is our territory, and we actually went further to map out 25 countries in Africa where we wanted to be by a certain period. It hasn't happened yet. With global reach, because we realized that there's the interconnectedness of stuff. So we created that vision. And therefore, as we're doing what we're doing, going to the different countries, we're assessing the risks. So South Sudan, for example, a country at war, it had just come out of war. Should we not? And there were people in the room who were saying, that's too risky, let us not even, go there. But that was my first, that's where, what do the generals in the army call it when they get things put on their shoulders? Stripes. So that's where I earned my stripe, my first stripes here. Because I went into Juba, into South Sudan, in December 2005, and really stayed there for a week, living in tents, no roads, no hotels, no nothing, And when I came back after 1 week, I was with 3 of my colleagues. We made a business case. These are the risks, but these are the opportunities. And we think this side is longer than this side, and this is how we shall mitigate this side, right? And because of that, we're able to sell the story to the board. But that's an example of a very, very risky environment. And obviously today nothing is happening there because of the war again. But because we actually persuaded the board and we made that entry in middle of 2006, between that period and that period, there was phenomenal performance in that business, okay? So it's balancing, it's setting your vision, mapping out what those risks and opportunities are, finding a way of dealing with this. So a simple risk, for example, was in South Sudan, there were no bankers there. But there was a rule in the government legislation which said 90% of bank workers must be nationals of South Sudan. Okay? Others don't give you a license. So that's a risk. So how do you deal with that? So we shipped in like 100% Kenyans on day one, but we had then a plan over a period of time to bring in South Sudanese guys for training and take them back into the market. So really looking for ways of managing those. There were some that you would never do. For example, when you're going to DRC, another very risky environment. We did this map, we took it to the board, and they said, over our dead bodies, you're not stepping anywhere near that place. It has never happened, but last year I had Joshua beginning to talk about it again. And James Mwangi and Equity have gone there, so maybe there's something in DRC. Does that clarify the point? Yeah, great. Thank you all very much, Pasi. I see you are waving your hand.
Thank you, Martin, but you didn't answer whether you use gut feeling sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I'm trying to think of an example. So earlier on here, when I was still a deputy to Terry Davidson, people from the West take annual leave very seriously. Africans don't take leave seriously, When you go on leave, you start working even harder than when you are. But our friends, when they take leave, they actually go and rest, okay? So Terry was one such person. He would take leave and he would go to Australia for the whole month in August, and you won't reach him. So I'm his deputy. I've been in the bank for 1 year. So we are trying to merge computer centers, bring 3 of them together into Moi Avenue. And everybody is really scared about what's going to happen here. So I'm sitting there, and the IT guy comes to me and sort of says, Martin, we want to merge these things. There's a risk that it may not work. So we're merging Tom Mboya branch and Shankarada's house, which is towards the railway station, into Moi Avenue branch, which are around 40,000 and 20,000 people. So I say, okay, so tell me, are we ready? So he says, I'm ready, but some of my people don't think we are ready. So I say, let's have a conversation with those people that say we are not ready. So we have this meeting, and I ask them, and I listened to them. And if we didn't move on this particular weekend, it was a long weekend, it was going to be another 3 or 4 months before we hit another long weekend. Right? So I took a deep breath, and I said to them, we are moving on Friday night. So we'll announce to customers Saturday we shall not be open, but we'll be back on Monday. That was the gut feel. But it was a gut feel which was informed by some of the preparation that I'd seen them do, the conversation I had face to face with them, and I looked at their body language, just to see whether these guys were telling me the truth or whether they were pulling stuff under my feet. So I would call that a gut feel kind of decision. But I could have waited for Terry for 1 month to come back from Australia. I could have really sent him an emergency telegram, the house is burning. But because ultimately he was accountable. I mean, if things went wrong, it was Terry, not me. But on this occasion it worked, and other occasions it may not work. Right.
Okay, thank you, Martin. Let's clap for Martin.